We got graduations, new albums, new covers, a lot of graduated news, and also AKS finally acknowledges the international community. I'm Mr. Josh Pucks, and this is the AKB48 group news of the week. Now, if this is your first time watching, I actually go order of 48, graduated, and 46. You can always see what section you're on the top right of the screen. And basically what I'm going to do is talk about the news that went over this week, or in this video, the past 2 weeks. So let's start off with some happy news, and that's with the AKS management finally acknowledging international community. And what I mean by this is that international fans can finally apply the right way to get a ticket to AKB48. There will now be a new category to get tickets as overseas fans, which includes lives, events, and concerts. Which means that the group's website will actually have multiple languages, which means that any language you speak, or probably the most popular ones, will actually get translated. And this starts July 27th, which is super exciting for us international fans. I mean, just going and finally doing it a legit way and actually getting a chance to go either to the theater or to their concerts is really, really exciting. I know it can be a little bit confusing, especially if you don't speak Japanese, to actually get tickets for an event. So with this, I imagine the process will be faster, or at least easier. Now, if we could get Nagasaki on the train, then I could get tickets to my birthday live events faster. Next up is a Mizuki Surprise, which is the every year photobook that comes out right after Sosenkyo. And this will come out August 2nd. So I imagine they're in the process of taking pictures already. So Senbatsu plus the other 80 members who ranked are actually going to be in this photobook. You can see last year's just to get a glimpse of what it's going to be about. And hopefully this year it is better. Next up, we got SKE48, who I talked about before having a new single coming out. Well, this time the covers actually came out, and let's just say they're interesting. For the single that'll come out July 19th, Igai ni Mango, these covers aren't the best. I mean, did they get the guy who did the NMB covers to do this one? Is he like the last minute guy? Looking at the limited edition and the regular edition does look better. And even though it has the weird color scheme going on with the blue outfits with the green background, it still looks a little better than that weirdly photoshopped image. I mean, even the theater edition looks the best out of all of them, because that's probably the one that doesn't look the worst color scheme or the worst Photoshop. I'm pretty sure there are more creative ways to include mango onto the cover of the single. You could, I don't know, hold a mango maybe, or maybe you could be inside a mango coming out or something like that. I don't know. There's probably a lot of more creative ways to do this than to just make mangoes float in Photoshop water. And next up, it's a little bit sad news, but I feel like I should include it. And this is with graduation. No, not Mayu's graduation. I talked about that on Thursday's video. This is about Hamamatsu Riona's graduation. And the only reason why I'm picking this up is because she's a fellow LA person. And I feel like it's a little bit due respect to her. But if you guys don't know who she is, she's actually a Team 8 member who represents the Tokushima Prefecture. And she announced it on Showroom Live. And her final day will be July 2nd, which is actually really, really soon. And it was probably like a last minute kind of thing, because for it to happen this soon, usually people plan out like months ahead, and this is like the next month already. So she says she wants to follow her acting career, and at age 21, I could see why she would think that maybe her idol time is up, maybe like her peak period already left, or maybe she just wants to go straight on with acting and just go straight towards that and kind of like focus solely on that and AKB not distract. So as someone I look forward to watching grow further outside of AKB, I can't wait to see what she's up to afterwards. Maybe she could be in the next movie you watch, you never know. Now next up we have Yoshiya Akari, who is a member of NMB48 and who also is a YouTuber. And not only does she have a YouTube, she will also have a photobook now, and the title of this will be Idol Make Bible. Idol Make Bible, like a caveman? Idol Make Bible. Or is it the term make, like the fake English word for makeup? Well, I mean, obviously it's the second one, but I imagine it will be like Mayan's photobook where it was about fashion, but except this one will be about makeup. But I do imagine there will be photobook tropes in here, since it is titled a photobook and not a beauty book. And that will go on sale July 18th. And I was uploading my footage right now, and some quick news showed up, and that's NMB48 will release their third album. This will come out August 2nd, and it will have a total of 5 versions to it. Type N, M, B, regular, and the theater edition. So not a lot of news of that yet, but we do know it will come out the 2nd of August. And unfortunately, we have one more bit of sad news, and that's with the TV show ending. HKT no Odekake is actually ending, in the next episode. And coming from a show where the two legendary MCs came from and having a run from 2013, it's a crazy run that it's had, and it's really sad to see it go. I mean, I barely started watching this series because of some people who recommended it in the comments, and so far I've enjoyed it, and I can't wait to catch up and then finally it be over. Hopefully they like re-emerge it with like a new series, kind of like they do with Under Construction, or they do with so many other shows in the AKB universe, or probably even Japan universe, that sounds weird. But that'll actually do it for the actual 48th group. Let's talk about some of the graduated members. First up, we got Shinoda Marika, who is actually in two new things. The first up is a drama called Noni Smartphone ga Umerareta, and the first episode of that will actually air July 6th. And from the looks of it, it'll be like a sci-fi drama. What I read really quickly was apparently he can read people's minds or something like that, like a smartphone, which is why smartphone is in the title. So, I mean, the premise alone sounds like it could be a little cheesy, but I guess you'll just have to wait and see, right? And the next thing she's in is actually a movie called Vigilante. And other than that, I really don't know much about that, but I do know it will come out September 12th. And let alone with its name, you can actually kind of tell what a movie called Vigilante will be about. Next up is Maeda Atsuko, who's actually in a new commercial, which she has appeared in before, but this is like a new commercial for the same product she's advertised before. This is for Lipovitan Fine, which is like an energy drink that has like 6 calories or something like that. I watched some of the older commercials, and they're like the classic energy drink for girls kind of commercial, if that makes sense. But you can watch that in the description down below if you are interested in that. It's a short little commercial, it won't take up too much every time. Next up, we have some graduated members with photo books. Interesting. First up, we got Itano Tomomi, who is going to come out with their photo book, and there hasn't been much photos released of this, but let alone I am excited to see what she can shell out. And this photo book will come out August 25th, so it's a little bit of ways, like around 2 months. So we still have some waiting to do, and probably more pictures will come out. But another person whose photo book is going to come out is Fujui Reina, with the title of Kyoku Memorial Films. Now, I don't think this is actually shot on film. Maybe it's like supposed to be that type of feel to it. But this former NMB member will release her photo book on the 24th of June, which is coming up pretty soon. In fact, I think that's today when I release the video. And that does it for graduated. Let's go on to 46. And starting with 46 is actually with Nogizaka, who actually just made 1 million sales on Influencer. This is actually their first million sales, and it's super exciting to see them finally reach that mark. Now we just gotta wait for day 1 million sales, and then there, they made it. They're actually at that level. All they need to do now is have a Sosenkyo so they can sell like 5 million. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But speaking of Nogizaka, something cool they're in is actually a new version of the mouse commercial. Now, I've talked about this before, how they made a mouse commercial where it actually got kind of viral on different websites, including Reddit. And now it's a summer version. You can see down in the link below to see all the different versions that they did. And I think it's really cool what they did. You could tell they definitely upped their production value. And you can see some behind the scenes of it, which is always nice. Something else that's nice is with Thailand, and Nogizaka actually did something with Thailand to promote them. It's for the organization Amazing Thailand. And with this, you can see they made 3 videos featuring different members, and they go around Thailand doing cool different things. Definitely check those out. Those are really cool videos, as well as pictures that have come out. Very cinematic pictures, as well as very casual ones that I think are absolutely great. I'd definitely pick up a photo book if it was like based on these members in Thailand with that photographer or set of photographers. Again, links down below. And something I'm super excited for, and I know will take up most of my time, and I'll have no social life, and the only thing I'll do is work, this plus videos. It is the Sakamichi group finally being able to do Showroom. And that's like starting from now. They can leisurely just go and do their own thing on Showroom if they choose to. I think so far no one has done it as of recording this video, but I can't wait to see them start implementing it. And since I talked about it on Thursday video, Showroom does have a big impact on the fans. And although I would prefer them having a YouTube channel, Showroom is a pretty good deal. It might sound a little complicated, but it's that whole not directly interacting with you every single chance you can get. It's like once in a while Showroom is actually pretty good compared to non-stop for Sakamichi. For AKB, it works out totally great. For Sakamichi, I think a YouTube channel would have worked better. And I mean, half of them like carry their phones and record themselves anyway. So, I mean, all it takes is an editor to go and edit them together. Heck, you can get me and go edit the videos even though I don't understand full Japanese. And the next bit of news is with AKB48 releasing their first album. It looks like Nogizaka and AKB want to do like a thing where the albums are released close to each other, because that's why Nogizaka probably released it so fast after the second one. But this was announced on Showroom thanks to Captain and Vice Captain. This album that comes out July 19th will actually feature cool units that we haven't seen before, some dance units, as well as some kanji hiragana mix, as well as a cool solo song that I think you guys won't expect. You can see more details about that in the link below. And actually the album covers were released. You can see that two of them are very similar. It's that whole shadow on the background with some texture shadow in the background as well. But then we have another cover where Techi is on the front. But then again, this is following the same theme of the tree or whatever it is catching in the background and kind of blurring it out, adding shadows to the face. They're not my favorite pictures, but then again, it's not no Igai ni Mango. So again, that'll come out July 19th. And something else they announced on the Showroom is actually going to do a first open solo live. But this will be to celebrate their first album. This will be a mix of the hiragana plus kanji members at Fuji-Q July 22nd to 23rd. So if you're in the area, definitely try to get tickets for that. And the last bit of news I have is with AKB48, who are going to Summer Sonic 2017. They'll be in Tokyo the 19th of August and Osaka the 20th. So if you're in that area at that time, go check it out. I mean, it's worth trying to get tickets for that, right? Now we have the community section, which I kind of forgot to include in the intro. But this is the community section. I have one person to shout out this time. And this is someone who I've talked about before, who has shouted me out a couple times, who's just a great overall person. And that's AKB48 Daily. If you've never been to this website, then definitely recommend go checking that out. That's like for immediate daily news of AKB48 in English, and it's super great. Definitely go check that out. That is one of the resources I use. A lot of the links you see down below are from that site because usually that's where all the news comes from. And then like the sprinkle of extra news I get are from other places. So definitely go check that out once again and follow on Twitter. And if you guys see anyone cool in the community, you can go tweet at me at Mr. Joshbox about them. And that'll do us for this week's video. Next week I'll come back with more news, and then the following week is Anime Expo, so I won't be there. If you guys are there, don't be shy, say hi. I remember I went to the Baby Metal concert, someone recognized me. Super glad, super cool of them to say hi to me. And again, don't be afraid to say hi. So go ahead and comment down below anything about the news that I said or anything cool that came up. Please tell me down in the comments below. So again, I'm Mr. Joshbox. Don't forget to follow me and like the video and all that stuff. You guys already know what to do. Go share the video, whatever. But really, I just want to say thank you all for watching.